Hey, this is Eleni Nota of ANKOR and you're listening to That Metal Interview Podcast.
That Metal Interview.
A band by the name of ANKOR is our guest for this episode of That's Metal Interview podcast with your host James, all the way down from the state of Texas in the US of A. Thank you guys and girls once more. ANKOR is the way you spell the name of the band, of which Eleni Nota pertains to now, or plays with now, should I say. She is a former Nervosa member, drummer to be exact. Those of you that know what I'm talking about, one of the best female drummers in the whole metal business, hands down, no doubt. And anyways, right now, let's spin one of ANKOR's newest jams by the name of Dark Beat, a band from Spain, ANKOR, ANKOR. We'll be right back.
No, it's your blood on my hands. Dark beat. My life is full of darkness. There's nothing holding me back. There's nothing pulling me to the ground. Restless, cause in the end of it, I need to find the strength within to make it out alive. I'm losing my mind. No matter what is upside down, what was them now is left to die. For everything to change in the blink of an eye.
Across a broken bridge, how can a man with time is torn apart?
I need to make it to the other side. Will every promise made us alive? They tell me I should let it go. Just turn around, try to heal this broken heart. But I will run until the day I reach, and I keep running till the day I reach. 'Cause I will run until the day I reach the other side. Dark beat.
That was Dark Beat by Anchor, the Spanish-based band. Although the singer and Eleni Nota are not from Spain, the band is based from Spain. And you guys can stream other videos from Anchor, including Prisoner, Oblivion, as well as a bunch of other badass videos and metal songs. The genre in which they pertain to, I'm not sure, but it is metal, no doubt. And right now, let's chat with the return of Eleni Nota, the best female drummer on the planet, hands down. Here it is, our chat with Eleni Nota of Anchor. Enjoy. Congrats on your new journey with Anchor.
Thank you so much.
How does it feel having a brand new band and a brand new success? A lot of success for sure. How does that feel?
It feels very good. Actually, it's been almost a year. I think like in a few days we're gonna have our first year anniversary with Anchor. It's been super good. The guys are so nice in the band. The music is great. The shows we've done so far were super, fun, and we have some stuff coming ahead. So everything feels super good.
People and fans, we see the posts from you guys from Anchor for everybody's different pages, right? It looks like you're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been very fun.
I understand these guys are from Spain, right? And you're from a different. How far are you from Spain?
Let's say I'm a 3-hour flight away. They are close to Barcelona, and I'm in Athens, Greece. So it's still Europe, so it's not that bad. It's 3 hours of flight.
So how many rehearsals did you have to do at first? When you joined, how many rehearsals?
Many, actually. When I joined, we couldn't have many rehearsals because I joined like as an emergency drummer. So they already had this show booked 1 week after they asked me to join the band. So because they needed drummers super last minute, and I had to learn the song super last minute. I had like 3 days to learn the songs, and I went there. We did 2 rehearsals, and that's it. And we played our first show, so it was very hectic. Not like the normal preparation you people do when they join a new band. And because it went great, we didn't need to do much after that. Like normally we just do 1 or 2 rehearsals before each show, and if the shows are close to each other, we don't rehearse before every show. So not that much.
Wow. Well, you're a talent on the drums, like I've said before. And do you ever make mistakes?
Oh yeah, plenty. Plenty.
Really?
Just with experience, you learn to hide them better. I think that's what experience does. It's not that you stop making mistakes; it's that you hide them better. Let's say.
Yeah, I interviewed Gene Hoglan from Dark Angel a couple of months ago, and I asked him the same question: do you ever do mistakes? And he said, "Yeah, I'm human. We make mistakes." And he had a similar answer like you, but he said, "You do a mistake and you kind of hide it, and you do the mistake again." So
pretty much, yeah.
Right?
Pretty much. That's the recipe.
Right, you
to survive in a live show.
I guess you're human.
Oh yeah.
So I thought it was the other way around, where you found Anchor and you handpicked them and you joined. But it sounds like they invited you to cover for the drummer. Okay, so they're clear.
Yeah, pretty much. They found me, and yeah, they had to look for a drummer last minute, and I was free. I had already left Nervosa. It wasn't announced yet, but I had already left Nervosa, so I was free, and I was like, yeah, cool, that's super great. So yeah.
Wow.
It was good luck on my part, let's say. I was very lucky.
Yeah, that's a great band. A great singer, great guitar players, bass player, everybody's top notch.
Yeah, and they're great people, so it's very fun to be in this band.
The singer is from, her name's Jessica, right?
Yeah, Jessica Williams.
She's not from Spain, is she? Where's she from?
She's from the UK, but she grew up in Spain, so let's say she's half British, half Spanish. She's pure British, like her blood is British, but she grew up in Spain, so she feels Spanish at the same time. She speaks Spanish super fluently, as well as English. So yeah, and the rest of the guys are fully Spanish.
They're all from Spain, right? Barcelona, or okay?
Tarragona pretty much is a city right next to Barcelona, in Catalonia still.
How was it a Wacken experience not so long ago?
Oh yeah, it was surreal. It was, I think for every musician, playing Vacan is a dream. So when you get to do it, it's like a dream come true. And it happened last minute. We were invited to play there 3 weeks before Vacan happened. Actually, we weren't booked like months ago, like most bands. So 3 weeks before Vacan, they asked us to play. So it was very surreal, super cool, but weird at the same time because we had only 3 weeks to prepare. We hadn't played a show in quite a long time before that, so we were pretty cold. So it was a bit stressful, like getting ready to play a show after many months, last minute, and it's like the biggest show we've all played so far. So having a short time to prepare for your biggest show ever is really stressful, but we all enjoyed it so much. It was an amazing experience. Like the happiness we felt during the show and after the show finished, I think it was the first experience for all of us, like this amount of happiness and satisfaction.
Wow, talk about a awesome promo for the band. I mean, the definition of promotion is Vacan right there, because there's thousands and thousands of metalheads and rockers ready for whatever you're gonna show them. So that's just an awesome recipe for more success. That's awesome.
That's true. Yeah.
I've heard some stories that that Vacan, or I don't know which festival, they let you put up your merch booth only during your set. Is that true, or is this another festival?
To be honest, I have no idea about that. I've never heard it ever, and I don't think it happened in Vacan. To be honest, I cannot be entirely sure because we were running all around to get ready for the show, so we didn't handle our own merch that day. And also it was like a mud party that day. It was full of mud, so moving around was even harder than normal. So I didn't ever go to the merch booth. I couldn't even make it until there. So I didn't see it with my own eyes, but I didn't hear something like that. So I don't think this is true, but I cannot be entirely sure.
Okay. I saw a post of you hanging out with some of the Nervosa girls. How did that go? Everything okay between you guys?
Oh yeah, super. We're all friendly with each other. So of course we played at the same stage, same day. So we got to see each other, and yeah, two of them are also Greek.
Yeah.
Elvira and Elena. So we already knew each other, and I really like them. So all good. Yeah.
When you left Nervosa, there was the fans and whatever you guys posted. You had a couple of health problems, or you needed some rest, right? How are you doing now?
Oh, great. I had my rest, I had my therapies, and all good. Mostly I needed to gain a lot of weight at that point because I became extremely thin. So all my weight is back, so I'm super well right now.
So do you continue doing your drum classes and?
Oh yeah, I do it full time. Unless I'm on the road. Whenever I'm home, I teach full time.
Oh, very cool. You still do a lot of drum, what do you call it when they hire you, drum, like a guest for recording?
Like a session drummer, yeah. I do a lot of recordings for other bands, artists from all over the world. And occasionally I do shows as a substitute drummer if, a band doesn't have a drummer at the moment or something, but only when I don't have other show obligations with ANKOR. I do that only in my free time. The recordings and the lessons, I do them, full time. But the shows, I do them, whenever I'm free from shows or show preparations.
How cool is that? I mean, not just anybody can say, hey, I'm doing a recording session and then I'm doing a drum class, and that means you're very well requested, and that tells a lot about your talent, right? How does that feel?
It feels very nice because I like every aspect of music, not just playing a show or just recording or just teaching. I like doing all of those things. So being able to combine them is very fulfilling because you get to give your knowledge to other people, and also you get to go on a stage and play for other people. And also recording is another thing because it's very good for pushing your boundaries, because in the studio you can also test things that maybe you didn't know you were able to do. So it's very good to do all those things together. And also I think it's necessary for a musician nowadays, because also I think it's kind of hard to like live financially only with shows or only with classes. Like most musicians need to do pretty much everything nowadays. Like the music business is way more complicated than it used to be. So being able to do everything is super cool for me, because it means I can do music full time and I don't need to do, a day job like I used to some years ago.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Wow, that says a lot. What badass. I saw you. You were gonna help out this. I think it was like a black metal band. I forgot the name of the band. Something with a G.
Oh yeah, Genteja. Yeah, they're a very cool band here, based in Athens. Here in Athens. Yeah, I just filled in for one show because their drummer couldn't do that show. Their guitarist is a very good friend of mine, so yeah, that was very cool.
Is there any style you can't play?
Yeah, jazz, Latin.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I'm terrible at those styles. Yeah, terrible.
At least you admit it, right? So that's cool.
Oh yeah, we all have our limits, and the day has 24 hours, so you cannot practice everything.
Yeah.
I try to just be good at my field, and
Do you practice on your own anymore, or are you just at a certain level where you don't need to practice?
I need to practice for sure. I think everybody needs to practice, no matter how many years they've been playing or what level they are. Still, there are more stuff to learn. I have a ton of stuff to learn. I don't practice as much as I would like, because when you work with music, like your free time to also practice is very limited. Because if you just learn set list because it's a job, or you teach, after that you need to catch a break. You cannot play 10 hours in a day. So my practice time, the real practice, not learning for shows, is kind of limited, but I try to make the best out of it.
What do you practice? Do you jam out on certain songs of your favorite songs, or is there exercises, or what do you do on your personal practice time? If it's okay, you don't have to answer, but.
Oh no, it's totally fine. I mostly try to practice things that I'm not comfortable with. For example, to increase my speed, hand and foot speed. Also, techniques that I'm not so good at, or I haven't practiced that much, or concepts I'm not very used to, like, for example, odd meters, groupings, things like that. I don't consider jamming practice, because theoretically, with songs I'm already a bit comfortable, unless they're extremely difficult. So I don't consider, for example, learning a new song to make it a drum cover. I don't consider that practice. I consider that, just making a drum cover. For me, practice is like mostly doing exercises that kick my ass.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Speaking of ANKOR, the last 3 singles, is that you playing drums, or was that somebody else?
Yeah, the Prisoner, Oblivion, and Dark Pit, they are the 3 songs I've done with ANKOR so far. All the rest, they were with their previous drummer, but everything from Prisoner and on is with me.
Dark Beat, yeah. Awesome. Wow, you can tell it's you right away. You got this certain style.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's good to hear. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I picked it up right away. I just wasn't sure. Yeah, I just wanted to ask you that question. When you guys were arranging those songs, who writes the stuff? Is it the guitar players? They do all the riffs? Or do you pitch in any ideas? Or how do you guys go about it?
The majority of the song structure is written by David, one of the 2 guitarists, who also makes all the video clips. He is a professional videographer. So this guy is pretty much a genius for me, because he writes like 80 or even 90% of each song.
Okay.
He makes the full video clip, the editing, the filming, everything, and also all the artwork and everything. Like, this guy does everything. So yeah, for example, I write my drum parts. Like, okay, David normally has some, a program, some drums just to have a basis. But then I change everything. I write the fills from scratch and everything. So I make the drums how I would want them to be. And Jesse, of course, the singer, writes the lyrics and everything. But like the riffs and the synths and the melodies, they're all written by David mostly. Of course, everyone can tell their own opinion. We can all say like, I like this, I don't like this, I thought about this. but most of the credit goes to David.
So how's the guys from Anchor, the rest of the guys, when you guys are arranging a song or whatever, or jamming, is there any fights there? Is there everybody friendly or?
No, everything is super cool, super cool. Like everybody knows what to do with their own part, and also we have very similar taste in music and very similar aesthetics. So everything is extremely peaceful. Like everything flows super easily.
Do you feel you brought the band some more, I don't want to say luck, but because there's a whole buzz around you guys. You guys are really out there on the internet now, Anchor. Ever since you joined, I know they've been around since maybe the 2000s, right, or 2010s. But do you feel you brought them a little bit of luck here?
I have no idea. Like, this band, like these people, because I joined very recently, but the rest of them, they've been a team for many years. They were all extremely hardworking, so I think it's not luck. I think it's mostly like their hard work paid off. And also, when you work, you also learn at the same time. So I think also, COVID played a role, because especially David, who does most of the songwriting, had more time to learn also how to produce music even better. And his work evolved a lot. And this paid off. Like Prisoner, for example, was the first song we released together. But for example, I didn't write anything. I just modified the drums, but I wrote no riffs, no lyrics, nothing. I'm just a drummer who writes her parts. So I think just David did a great job. He evolved a lot, he gained a lot of knowledge, and he put that he put all those things in that song, and that song became a success. And after that, all the songs that were released after became successes, because they were more mature songs. So I think that played a huge role. Maybe I had a following because I was in Nervosa. I toured a lot, so some people knew me, but it wasn't enough to push the band so much further. So like my role was very minor in this, I think.
Well, whatever David is doing and you're doing and the whole band is doing, it's sounding good. You guys are producing some awesome metal, rock metal, real good stuff. For sure, as a fan, right? I'm pretty sure I speak for a lot of the fans here. It's just great stuff. It doesn't suck at all. It's just awesome, right? You guys are doing.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it.
Oh yeah, David and you and all you guys are doing something right. It's awesome. Can we expect a whole album, a full-length album sometime?
Well, I won't say yes or no. New songs are coming very soon. But about the album concept, let's see. It's a secret for now, let's say.
Okay. I'm trying to get information.
Of course. But new songs are coming. I can promise that very, very soon.
You guys just signed with the Cobra Agency. For people that don't know what that is, can you talk about that a little bit?
So Cobra Agency is basically a booking agency. It works with many accomplished bands in the metal genre and also rock. And basically they're a very big booking agency. They've been doing an amazing job. Like also that helped a lot ANKOR evolve and get new opportunities. So also, they helped a lot in ANKOR's recent success. And let's see, but I think the future with having Cobra is gonna be very bright.
Yeah, speaking of
very nice people, and they help a lot.
Yeah, for sure, right? Speaking of booking agency, you guys have the Dark Beat European tour coming in October, right? Are you excited for that?
Yeah, 26th of October, yes.
Are you excited?
Oh yeah, I'm super stoked. I love touring, I love playing live shows, so I can't wait for that.
Any plans to come to America, to Texas or anywhere?
We'd love to do it. We've been saying it all the time that we really want to come to the States. I already came once in the past, and I loved it. So, and I met friends in the States and in Canada. So it would be amazing to come again. And we've been talking about it a lot. We really want to make it happen. So now, we're just waiting for the right moment and the right spot to do it. But it's definitely going to happen because it's a wish that everybody in the band has.
Yeah, it's a lot of work that goes behind booking a tour. A lot of people don't know that. People think you just fly over and you just set up in the club and start jamming out. It's a whole process, right?
It would be awesome if it were that simple. Yeah, just okay, let's go to the US next week and play. It would be awesome, but yeah, you need to find the right slot, the financials to work, to find available venues, and it's a ton of work, and it's not the easiest thing. Also, for a European band to come to the States for the first time ever, because ANKOR has never done it before. So to do it for the first time, it's super hard. I think if you do it one time, it's easier to come back again, but the first time is always hard to make it happen.
You posted, here's something, a weird question, Eleni. You posted one time that you're not a big fan of Metallica. Is that so?
Oh, yeah. This follows me. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Like, okay, of course I respect them. Also because I try to make it in the music business, which is a very hard area to have success. I respect every band that has a huge career, no matter if I'm a fan or not. So my respect for Metallica is huge because they're probably the biggest metal band that has ever existed. But musically, yeah, they're not my cup of tea. I tried to give it a listen when I was a kid, but for some reason, like I couldn't find the connection. So
yeah, that's fine.
I'm not a big fan, and people always make fun of me because they're Metallica.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody has the taste and opinions, and that's fine. No big deal. Here's a different question, Eleni. One of the newer questions I ask my guests: if you could time travel into the past or the future, where would you go to, and what year would you go to?
Wow, that's a very good question. Okay. Wow, I have no idea what to answer.
You don't want
I think I would probably go to the past. I think I would go to ancient Greece, probably.
Wow.
Like, because, I've been learning about the stuff since I was a kid. It's like the history of my country, and it sounds super fascinating, but I cannot picture it. It's like so distant that I cannot picture it no matter how hard I try. So if I could, I would probably time travel over there to just take a look of how it looked like.
Wow, very cool. What year would that be?
Oh, I'm not very good at history, but
okay.
For sure, way below, like BC something.
Oh wow, way back then. Okay.
Yeah, way back. Yes.
So what's next on your agenda, Eleni? What's going on in your life and your schedule? What's next for you right now?
So first of all, we have a lot of plans with ANKOR. We're playing the Full Metal Holiday festival in Mallorca in I think October 14th. So that's gonna be super fun. It's like a very exotic place with pools and water parks and a metal stage. So that would be nice. And after that, we have our European tour, a headlining European tour. So if you're listening from somewhere in Europe, mostly Germany, Switzerland, Austria, UK, you're welcome to come. We'd love to see you. And also we're working on many new songs. So, this is gonna be a bit hectic. And apart from that, I have a couple of recordings scheduled. So my recording schedule is a bit full. September is coming, so I'm gonna be teaching like crazy full time, and I'm making more drum covers, and pretty much that's life. I'm a workaholic, so all of my plans are music based, and yeah, that's it pretty much. My life is a bit work oriented.
Yeah, you're a workaholic. That's cool. You live once. Right? You got to do all you can. Yeah, I understand that.
Oh yeah, I have my bucket list, so I try to make everything come true.
So for people and fans that are just discovering ANKOR or just barely listening to this and new to your band, where can they find ANKOR? I know it's ANKOR. Where can they find you guys?
First of all, you can find us in YouTube and check out all our latest singles with the video clips. Of course, Spotify and pretty much actually all streaming platforms. And you can go to our website, So there you can find also our touring schedules in case we're playing somewhere close to you and you like to come to one of our shows. And also you can find our merch over there. And of course social media, Instagram, Facebook, that stuff.
Perfect. So thank you for your time, Eleni, one more time, and I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
You stopped doing what you're doing in your life and you made some time. So cool. And awesome music as always, awesome talent, and hope to see you guys in Texas soon.
I really hope so too. It's gonna be great if it happens soon. And thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. Again, every time is super fun doing this together. And yeah, till next time.
Support Anchor on Instagram, Anchor_official. You guys can find him on social media. Look him up, purchase merchandise, support the band, whether it's live or online. That will help the band with different types of expenses. And we thank Eleni once more for giving us an update on Anchor. And we just might see a full-length album from Anchor. Isn't that badass or what? After they give us a couple of treats here with badass singles, we have hopes of a full-length album for some time in the near future. And thank you guys once more. Don't forget to subscribe, like I always say. Subscribe, like, share. And thank you guys once more from your friend James from the state of Texas in the US of A. And don't forget to keep it metal.
That metal interview.